Don't fucking talk.
Okay.
Oh my God, are we ready? Are you fucking sure?
Yeah.
I hate this. Attention.
Check. All right. Oh, another thing, Dan, just so you know, we since you've been on last, we're a much softer, kind of less offensive podcast now.
Okay.
Welcome to the No Charisma Podcast. My name's Rich Roy. With me is Rob Puglisi. And our guest today is a fat gay retard named Dan Nolan.
Yeah, that's my credits.
FGR. Just in dashes on your resume. Bullet points. Fat, gay, retard.
You check a lot of boxes for us because we've been trying to be more diverse.
Yeah, I'm battling it out with Twitter right now, trying to get at fat gay retard.
Dude, Elon's back, baby.
Yeah, you got
Now's your
it.
time to shine.
Someone has that. That's
Trump's
a problem.
back. Dan's fat, gay, retard. World's in balance. That's what's going to happen, dude. Didn't you say you wanted everybody to get blue check marks, or you got to verify to be a human? Was one of the things you said.
He refuses to buy it until he could see the actual bot numbers right now.
Yeah.
There's going to be like a second tier verification thing that's like a paid service, he said, or something.
What?
I don't know.
Paid service.
Hell yeah, make more money.
Yeah, like $3 a month, and you just like have a better fucking algorithm or whatever. It's not like there's trying to like sell you ads and shit all the time.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
Yeah, because like it's all like agitation propaganda to just get you to stare at your phone for longer. It's just like whatever annoys the shit out of you most. It's like what they pump into your fucking.
Dude, when the Will Smith thing happened, the slapping,
Yeah.
you know? I call it the slappening.
Oh, that's
Oh,
good.
That's really clever. Yeah.
That's
All
good,
right.
man.
That was good.
So I was like, I got to get back on Twitter. You know? People got to hear what I got to say about
the slappening thing?
Yeah, it'd been like 7 years. I was on for a day and a half, and the second half of that second day, I was just staring at it and hating motherfuckers. I was like, why am I doing
That's
this?
what it does, yeah.
I was just deleting comments of fights that I was going to start, and I was like, why am I fucking wasting my time? It's wild, the shit that people say on there. Like the crazy woke people. And the other side are stupid too. But like they say shit they don't believe. There's no way you believe the shit you're saying.
Yeah.
There's one dude who was like, you can't comment on this situation, the slapping, if you're not black. I was like, what?
Yes, I can.
The fuck are you talking about?
That's crazy. It's wild how that algorithm works, too. Like, it knows exactly what is going to enrage you and keep you on.
Yeah.
Or like TikTok.
Turns out everything.
TikTok terrifies me because, like, if someone just was able to, like, see my algorithm, I'd be in so much trouble, you know? From all the whores I look at.
And you don't have to be 18 to be on TikTok, do you?
No.
No? So there's like young ladies dancing on there?
That's crazy, dude. You look at one and you get excited, and it knows. It knows.
Oh, it knows. It's wild. It's also wild to me that people are upset that he bought Twitter.
That makes no sense to me. I don't understand. I don't understand when it became like the liberal position that like giant corporations should control speech.
Yeah,
like when is that the liberal?
I think it was the 60s. I think it was like,
It's
what was that
that
fucking,
is, yeah.
Janis Joplin talked about that all the time.
Yeah, right.
Just singing in a batch of booze about
I don't know why they're so mad about Musk.
she wants your fucking, yeah, it's nuts.
Did you see the New York Times article that was just like, well, he was raised in South Africa, so he's racist. And it's like,
Okay. Well,
based on nothing.
that checks out.
Really?
Yeah. They're like, he grew up in apartheid South
apartheid.
Africa, so.
The way I see it is he's African American. That's how I see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he's the most successful African American in the world.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, a fucking long shot.
Very funny. By so much.
By $180 billion.
By so much.
That's very funny.
Second is Dr. Dre at 1 billion. Oh fuck, that's great.
Can't say African Americans are doing bad anymore.
Yeah, right.
What are you talking about? He evens the whole playing field, I think. I think from all of the slavery, now it's all even now. Because one guy has 180 billion. Dude, I was watching that Amber Heard trial, you know?
Oh, yeah,
I
baby.
got a lot of free time. And what we got to do, fellas, and hear me out, is we got to figure out how to become friends with these people.
Which people?
Any of them. Any of the rich people.
Oh, okay.
He's my boss was one of the people that they deposed. My old boss, who is a fucking raging narcissist psycho, but he was dating a friend of Amber's, and because of that, Johnny Depp gave him a penthouse downtown, gave it to him. Gave it to him.
Oh, is it the painter guy?
No, he's a. He just
he
did it
gives
today.
multiple people penthouses.
They were like, "Were you
There
paying
you
to
go.
live there?" And he was like, "No." And they were like, "Did you think that was generous?" And he's like, "Exceedingly." It's a fucking $20 billion or $20 million, and he lived there for free.
It's crazy. Well, when you have that much money, you're just like, I don't care.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Go
You got to
ahead.
get around those guys.
Yeah.
Start hanging with them.
Why don't you whore yourself out to some like old rich lady?
I would love to. That's harder to do. You know.
You got offered.
Well, first of all, women never have money, so that's a big problem.
That's true.
They're,
Divorcees, maybe.
True.
Says, sure.
When did I get offered?
What you said when you first moved out here?
Oh, no, that wasn't a rich lady. That was some Brazilian singer.
Oh, I thought she wanted to be your sugar mama.
She did. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but she was real fucking ugly.
I was fucking a 50-year-old woman for a little while in LA or in Austin. And then she threw me out of her apartment because I mentioned listening to an episode of the Joe Rogan podcast. Like right after we fucked.
Really? Crazy.
Yeah, and I was like making fun of Jordan Peterson. I was just like, that guy's retarded or whatever. And
Yeah.
like not like pro anything negative or offensive at all. And she was just
Wow.
like, oh, you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast?
That's all it took.
That was it. And she's just like, get the fuck out of my house.
Holy shit.
It was so insane. We had just fucked.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude.
I wonder if it's like more personal to people like her because it's in Austin.
Yeah, well, because it's
that's where it is.
like her. She was like saying like people like Joe Rogan are ruining Austin
Yeah,
and making her house really valuable and bringing a bunch of jobs.
Driving up the real estate prices.
There's a little bit more traffic.
I bought this house for $200,000. It's worth $5 million.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. What a
Wow.
psycho. That's wild. That's. I thought that was just an LA thing. That level.
No,
of
yeah,
crazy.
no. I think it's worse there because they're like I thought it would be more moderate. I was like, okay, it's gonna be blue city, red state. They're probably like pretty chill. Like it's so much worse because they have no power, so they can just have the most retarded thoughts that are never checked in any way.
Oh, that's true.
They're like it's completely unencumbered, fucking libtard, fucking
Yeah, Austin's. Yeah,
yeah.
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Austin is like a little LA, honestly.
Yeah, it's honestly, I think, politically more fucking retarded. But like, comedy's okay there because they don't go to comedy anymore. They just don't go.
Is that right?
Really?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, it's better. Do you like comedy better there?
I mean,
know
I
the
don't think
scene's
it's.
probably
I don't think it's
smaller or
really.
whatever. But I mean, just generally like doing a show there.
Yeah, like what the places I go, like the Vulcan and the Creek and the Cave, are good. Yeah, there's not like. Yeah, it's weird though. There is like a sub scene of like the original Austin people who like just don't. They just hate all the LA
Yeah.
people.
That makes sense.
Which like understandable. Like,
Totally understandable.
There's some kid I met at a mic, and he was just moved here from Austin. And I was like, oh, a bunch of my buddies moved there. I was like, yeah, I fucking know they did. Like, freaked out. Fucking ruining fucking comedy in fucking Austin. He was so pissed.
It's the only thing that sucks is there's no hot chicks doing comedy. There.
Really?
Like there's none. That
makes sense,
There's
too.
like maybe like
does it?
3 hot chicks.
Yeah, they would be in LA.
They would be in LA. Yeah.
Yeah,
they
but
were
I mean,
here.
you got like it's college city. You got like girls like wearing cowboy hats and looking ridiculous.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
you can't get cast in movies in Austin.
Yeah,
You
there's
gotta come
no
here,
there's
be
no
a
reason for
model.
them to like bring themselves down to that level. Where like here they're like maybe I'll get seen.
Fair. Yeah, that sucks. But there's pretty girls in Austin.
Yeah,
Just not in the
not to
comedies.
the degree of LA, but
Yeah. But most of them are unapproachable anyway out here. So
yeah.
they're so scary.
It is interesting though. That city is surrounded by the exact opposite in everything, as like politically,
Yeah.
socially. But they just hold on strong, huh? There's not. Is there?
It's also the capital, which is strange.
Austin is.
Yeah.
like
That's where
the-
like George W. Bush
the
lived
inverse.
and shit.
I knew that.
Fucking,
As soon as I said it, there was a pause, and I was like, "Am I wrong?" Might be Dallas.
I would have guessed Dallas.
yeah, I thought they would have like LBJ kind of energy, where it's just like like very like progressive and liberal on whatever, but also kind of like cowboy.
Yeah,
and
that's what I
whatever.
figured.
Not at all.
Really?
It's just
Full
complete fucking
West
retard.
Hollywood, yeah.
It's
Wow.
absolute West Hollywood fucking bullshit.
Huh.
Especially like on the west side is like where all the rich people live, and that's where you see like all the fucking like in this house we believe that climate change is real and like those stupid signs and shit. And then like you try to get those people to vote for R3 zoning in their neighborhood, and they'll be like no. Like
So do you hate it there? I can't tell.
I hate the people.
But that's the worst part about LA is the people.
The
so.
the lake is nice.
Oh, they got a lake. That's better
they
than
got a
LA.
lake.
Fair enough.
Nice
Yeah.
lake.
Why are you still there if you don't?
I don't know. I was gonna go back. Well, because I was on drugs for like the first year I was there, and I was just like fucking alone in my apartment doing drugs.
Cool.
And I was like, Austin sucks. And I like stopped doing drugs and started going out and doing comedy. And I was like, oh, Austin's not. Austin's okay.
This isn't too
That's
bad.
right. Yeah, you moved there completely by yourself.
Yeah.
It just did drugs.
So retarded.
Knew no one.
Well, because I went to go fucking visit in like February of 2021, and I was on like 3 shows in a row with Joe Rogan, and I was just like, oh, this is just what Austin's going to be like.
Every city is like that. It was like that when I came here. You get the highlights. You visit and you get
Yeah.
the highlights, and then you move and you're like, oh, fuck, shit.
Yeah, my first time up at the Comedy Store, I got a fucking door guy audition, and I passed it, and then I ended up getting hired by Eric or whatever, and then like I never fucking got
That's it.
anything ever again there.
Yeah, dude. When I first came here, I did a mic, and then some guy immediately asked me to do a show. Like the first week, and I was like, this comedy's easy.
This is great. Yeah. I'm going to make it.
That was the one show I did for 6 months. Shit.
It was like the haha, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Which
But the
is
crowds are better there. Because I did a show fucking Saturday night, 10 p.m. at the Improv, and the crowd was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did a show last night at the Comedy Store that was bad. There was like 12 people in the belly room. It was weird. I thought like everything was going to be booming again. Like people are excited to get out of their houses and shit. But it's like that in Austin that it feels like people are like really excited to be fucking out.
It was packed, the show I was at.
Yeah, it was.
Which is worse.
Yeah,
it was
they were just a
standing room
shit
only,
fucking crowd.
And they were garbage. One person had a good set. One and a half was good, and then everybody else was just...
They just pulled back on anything even slightly.
As soon as they were like, you know how I feel about it, they were like, we don't care. Get off.
Slightly edgy.
We don't like it. That's the way it is now. It's weird. You can't like... You can say whatever joke you want, but you can't be the one saying it in the joke. You know what I mean? You got to like distance yourself from the joke.
Yeah.
You can't be like, this is how I feel. You got to be like, you ever notice how it's weird that sort of...
I was talking to my uncle the other day, and
Yeah.
he said
he voted for Donald Trump.
Oh, my God.
that is a way to work around it, maybe.
Yeah.
He's a racist, so I didn't say this. But anyways, black people. He just going to a fucking tirade.
Just hardcore.
Isn't my uncle crazy? You're just sig heiling as you're doing the joke.
I don't believe any of this. I don't.
Or I did a joke on the fucking East. I think it was at like Echoes or something like that. But it was like a show, and it was weird. It was like a feminist show or something. And I just like said the word gay, and they were like, "Oh!" And it was like the tamest. Like it was literally just bringing up gay people, like not in any offensive fucking way or anything.
I think we should burn all gays. Yeah, it's boring.
Fuck. Yeah, I remember. What was that one show or not show? It was like an open mic at a comic book store.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Meltdown?
No. This was a place on Burbank.
Something Tees, Geeky Tees.
I forgot what the fuck it was, but it was there for a little bit, and it was actually kind of decent. But I knew the chick that booked it, just whatever. And I was like, yo, can I go up? And she was like, you can go up. I was like, okay. Can my friend go up? And she was like, is he a fucking asshole? Richard was right there, and I was like, you fucking asshole? He was like, I don't know.
So weird. They were so worried about it there.
And I went up and said the worst joke I had. And it went well, so I felt even better. Fuck you, bitch. I'm so tired of that shit. It's just fucking boring. Jesus Christ. How are you going to get into comedy like that? Like, what the fuck? You know what it is? I worked with some kid. I was doing construction out here for a little bit, which is weird because the guys I worked with were very progressive, and we were on a construction site. It was funny. But he was like, I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. They're just jokes. And he's like, I've just seen and been a part of so much bullying that was jokes that I have a hard time with it. I was like, all right, well,
don't be such a pussy.
You're fucking 30. Get over it.
Yeah.
This dude I know in Austin was telling me he went on like a Tinder date, and he like met the chick, and she was like, what do you do? And he's like, oh, I'm a comedian. She goes, I have gay friends.
The first thing she said. But that'd be funny if she was just fucking roasting him and she's the funniest chick alive. Yeah, I have gay friends too. Anyway.
That would be better.
Fucking pussy.
But no, I doubt that very much.
Of course not.
She's like, I'm going to nip this in the bud right now.
Let's stop this early. I have gay friends that I know
amazing.
that are gay all the time. Yeah, what are you going to do? I don't know. I think you just kill yourself eventually. Right? Is that the game plan?
Yeah, we can work on that. Wait, what?
Do drugs in the sewer.
Yeah.
So Dan, you were doing a lot of kratom.
Yeah, kratom, and then I was
talk
doing a
about
bunch of Xanax that I bought from the dark web.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's really cool.
How hard is that?
spelled
to do?
with a
It's
Z?
super easy.
It's
like-
super easy?
Well, it's like
used
you have
to
to
do
like
that.
learn this. You have to get like a Tor browser and get like
Yeah,
PGP encryption software and know how to use
That doesn't
cryptocurrency.
sound easy at all.
But like, well, it is easy once
Sounds
you just know.
very
If you
difficult.
if you did it once, you'd be like, oh, I got it.
Yeah. I'm sure you can YouTube how to do it.
Yeah. And then
never-
you just get it in the mail, and it's the best.
Really?
Yeah.
I never
Is
did
very
it myself.
expensive?
No, it's about the same price you pay on the street, or less actually. Like, because I bought in bulk, I was buying them like 240 Xanaxes at a time.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it was so insane. I at one point like they were all blister packs, and I like popped them all out and put them in a mug, and I was just like drinking Xanax. I was FaceTiming with my ex-girlfriend. I was just like,
Bet you miss me, don't you? Look what you lost out on.
You were living my best life. Yeah. Holy fuck.
oh man, I fucking dated a prostitute. Like right when I started, right when I started taking Xanax.
I missed you, Dan.
It was so crazy. I fucking
Hang on.
We have so many
Start from
questions.
zero. So you're taking, first of all, you're taking a Xanax, and then
Yeah.
you go, it'd be lovely with this as a prostitute.
no. I just
That
met her
tracks.
on I met her on Hinge.
Okay. All right, fair.
Yeah, it was
Well,
weird.
It's Austin, so she's probably like, I do OnlyFans, and also I met a chick like that out here, and she was like, oh.
yeah.
This girl I met, she was. I just met her online, and she was like, "I'm thinking about getting into sex work for money." Yeah. And I was like, "You mean a prostitute?" She was like, "Yeah, you want to do some of that with me?" And I was like, "I don't know.
Oh, pimp her out, dude. You should be a pimp.
How'd you get into the pimp game?"
That'd be sick.
Instagram.
Okay, so
Met her on Hinge.
yeah.
What happens?
Yeah. Well, it was like I was taking Xanax to get off kratom, and yeah.
That's so insane.
Being
That's
responsible.
such a weird thing.
Being a responsible
It's
adult.
well, when I went to the hospital for heroin, they gave me Xanax to
Benzos,
wean me
yeah.
off of heroin. So I was like, I'll just do that, but myself, and
And it was just crazy because it's
Out of a
kratom.
mug.
yeah. And so it was like I had like just started taking the Xanax, and I was like taking it like a normal person at first, but like I don't know, within like 2 or 3 days, I was just like whatever.
Yeah.
And so I was like talking to her on Hinge, and I was just like I was all fucking on Xanax and shit, so I was just like super open about all my shit, and then she was just like,
Girls
"Oh,
love
cool,
that.
I'm a prostitute." And I was like, and we just had this like the first date was just like all like truth, just super, like insane honesty with each other,
called
and
trauma bonding.
Yeah, right.
I learned in a program I go to.
So she
Trauma
wanted
bonding.
she wanted to just date you, but still be a prostitute. Like she wanted no money from you.
Yeah, no, never. Yeah, no money from me.
How'd
Why
that
was she
go?
on Hinge? She was looking for love.
Yeah, it was weird though. She also like, she was looking for somebody who had a vasectomy. I don't have a vasectomy, but I was infertile at the time because I was taking all these. I'm taking like steroids and stuff.
As I mentioned earlier, I'm on a fuck ton of drugs.
I shrunk my balls by accident, but because I was taking testosterone.
Why are you so insane?
What do you mean by accident?
I was taking testosterone, and they gave me this other stuff called HCG, which is like gonadotropin, which makes your balls continue to produce sperm. And I was like, oh, I need sperm. I was like, I just want to blast inside of chicks or whatever. So I didn't take that, and then I didn't know that when you stop producing sperm, your testicles atrophy, and they got like super fucking like so tiny.
How tiny?
Really?
Like I don't know, maybe peanut size. Like
Really?
yeah, like really
That's
fucking
wild.
small.
Did
It
the
was so
sack
cool. And I
shrink?
didn't notice because I'm not looking at my fucking balls all the time. Like,
Sure.
all of a sudden, I was just like, "Oh shit, I have no fucking testicles."
That's crazy.
Did they go back?
Yeah, they're fine now.
Oh, dude.
They're big as balloons now.
Yeah, I take
You
a
took
bunch of
something
stuff.
else.
Yeah, yeah.
That's insane.
Did your sack shrink? With it?
No, the sack was just like a fucking like turkey neck kind of just like it was like yeah, just super scrunched up and
You're like living a body horror movie.
yeah.
Fucking Videodrome or something.
You do that. You're insane.
So wait, hang on. So you go on the date with this gal, and she's like, also, I'm a prostitute. Was that her full-time job?
No, she worked for Twitter. What? I don't know what she did. But.
How often was she prostituting?
She was like more of like a seeking arrangements kind of person, like, and then like rich guys that take her to Dubai and shit.
Oh, a girl in
That
L.A.
kinda-
That's not a prostitute.
a sugar
It's called
baby.
a lady you meet in this city. So did she like go and date John's while you guys were together? How long were you together?
Yeah, she just had like some recurrings for like a month maybe. But then I kept.
It's weird it didn't last.
Well, I was like, she eventually broke up with me because my life was too out of control.
She's
She was just like, I need some
Saudi
stability.
blowing some Saudi prince while texting you like, I can't deal with this. You're a psycho.
Because I was like texting her, but like none of what I sent made sense. It looked like I was just hitting the next predictive thing. Just like, oh, it was literally just like a large blurb of random words.
Xanax will do that.
Yeah.
Too.
And she was just like, what are you trying to do? And I was like writing stuff on paper and sending her pictures of it. It just made no fucking sense.
Part of me wishes I used drugs with you back in the day, but then also I think we'd both be dead possibly.
Yeah, for
You're
sure.
just too insane.
I can't believe I didn't die. I was taking so much Xanax. Like,
Oh yeah, I did a ton.
Were you drinking with it?
no, I didn't.
That's the real danger.
That's what I was doing.
You can fuck with a
Alcohol
lot
is
of Xanax.
so much worse than anything else.
But I mean, if you combine the two specifically, Xanax and booze,
oh
that's
yeah.
That's how I stretched my Xanax out. I would just get fucking wasted every day.
Well, that's more bang for your buck.
That's what I was doing.
That's smart.
Yeah, I had some alcohol, not intentionally, but I was trying to make my own kratom extract. And so I
Every story is more insane than the last one.
I bought a jug of laboratory grade ethanol. And a kilogram of kratom. And I was like trying to do an extraction, and like because
Why? Yeah.
because ethanol has a lower boiling point than water, so like eventually like you get the mitragina, which is the active ingredient in kratom, to stay in the liquid, and then you like slowly boil out the alcohol. But I didn't wait for all the alcohol to boil out, so I just was like making myself like fruit punch kratom alcohol drinks.
Ethanol cocktails
Yeah.
with kratom.
Which is like really good. Like, I wouldn't get like drunk or anything. It would be like 2 shots of ethanol with kratom extract in it, and it was like I would be like,
But you already had the kratom, so what was the reason for extracting?
Cheaper, right? I guess. Save
it
money.
just hits better. Like for the amount of kratom that I was taking would be the equivalent of like 50 grams.
So you don't
at a
have
time.
to. You don't have to ingest as much. Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Isn't kratom crazy cheap?
Yeah, if you buy it by like the kilo or whatever,
Like $60,
but
right? From what I hear on podcasts.
but the stuff that I was doing was like it's called OPMS. They're $25 a piece, and I was doing like 4 of them a day. And it's like
pill?
these little kratom shots of like pure kratom extract,
Tight.
and it's like
That's
doing
so
it's just
weird.
fucking heroin, basically. Like
That's
it's the
crazy.
same fucking high. And
Is it really?
Yeah, you can just go to the fucking store and get it.
Is it like as intense, or it's just like in the
It's
family?
just the same. You don't get the initial rush quite the same, but the like after the 2 hours of like
Yeah.
yeah.
Heroin's the worst drug. It really is, because very quickly you gain a tolerance, and then you're just paying $100 for a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah, literally, just to fucking get through the day, you got to wait in a parking lot for 3 hours
Yeah.
and fucking steal shit. And
Buy a gallon of ethanol
Just to-
and boil
yeah.
it down.
Shrink your testicle, date a prostitute, move to
doing
Austin.
some weird
it's
science
a lot.
out there.
It's a lot.
You were gone for a year and a half, and a lot has happened.
He became a minor chemist. He's an armchair chemist now.
I love watching your stories. They're always insane too. You're just always doing something crazy.
Because it was when I was on drugs and like horrible things kept happening in my life. And like so many people were like, "Dude, your stories are depressing."
I didn't think so.
They'd be
They're
like, my
great.
car's on fire. My toilet exploded. My toilet exploded while I was blacked out on fucking Xanax, and I have no idea what happened. But I just remember like cursing at all the apartment people that came in to fix it. I was just so mad. I fucking hate that apartment so much.
Oh yeah, you do a whole fucking tirade on that
They're
too.
awful. It's insane. I'm so glad I'm moving out.
Here, hold on. We gotta re-roll the camera. I'll keep the audio going though.
So how long are you're doing drugs still or no?
No. Well, I'm gonna continue to do like psilocybin, I think. Because
Okay, that's not an insane drug ever.
not like just microdosing occasionally, not like tripping balls, but
Does that actually? People say that actually does something.
it really, I think it cures depression. Like I went,
Really?
when I finally got sober, it was after I went out to the desert in West Texas and took mushrooms, and I had a crazy like religious experience. And
What happened? Like Don Quixote? Or no, Carlos Castaneda?
I don't know.
That's a guy. What happened?
I don't know. I talked to at first I spoke to the Earth, and
Sure.
Was it a woman? Was it a woman or a man? It was a
Nah,
man.
just some guy.
It was a man. Fucking father
But it was
guy.
just
I
like
more like it.
yeah, and the Earth was just like, if you have a problem praying to God, you can pray to me. And I was like, okay. I was like, is there a God? And the Earth was like, yeah, you want to talk to him? And I like, just was like talking to God.
How
what
many
did God
mushrooms
look like?
did you take?
I don't know. I didn't even see him.
It was just like all like in your head, whatever.
Yeah, I think I was just like sitting there, like having a conversation by myself.
I've taken mushrooms plenty of times. Nothing like that has happened to me. Did you take a fuck ton or something?
I only took. I think I took a quarter.
That's decent amount.
That's more than
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah. I think the most.
It's also the intention. Like when we were taking mushrooms, we were 16 and we were like, let's get fucked up. I think if you take mushrooms and you go to the desert alone,
Maybe.
you start finding Jesus. I think that happens.
Maybe, yeah.
I would always be on mushrooms and Natty Light. It's not a good combination for a spiritual experience.
In a public park. I don't
Yeah.
know why I'm
Fighting
here.
Mexican
I
kids.
don't know why I'm here.
Yeah, it was so magical and bizarre. Like I feel weird talking about it because it's like,
Because it fucks with you, right?
yeah, because it's like, yeah, that was a mushroom experience, but it's also
Was
like,
it, though?
Maybe like,
Yeah, dude. That shit's crazy.
Yeah.
When I got sober, that happened to me, but I was like sober. It was very confusing and scary because I, found out there's a Lord.
Yeah, you were pretty convinced of it.
For a minute, dude, I was. Because I was like, I could not, it was fucking brutal. I couldn't stop doing anything. I was real bad at the end. And I was like drinking a lot and stealing a lot of drugs and doing everything. And like trying to do it to die, that kind of fun.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
you're like, don't let me get up tomorrow. That'd be a
I remember
bummer.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
And I prayed because I was going to get kicked out of my house. And it was the middle of winter in Connecticut. And I prayed and I said, please, either you got to kill me tonight, just let me die in my sleep, or please don't let me do drugs and help me get sober. And immediately I didn't want to do drugs anymore. And for like a year and a half straight, I was stealing from everybody and fucking doing painkillers and all that shit. So I don't know. Maybe it was just, not Jesus, but it was fucking weird.
Yeah, same experience where it was just like, yeah, I talked to God for a while and he said real smart, clever things, and it's, it was like weird. And then I was like, can I have the power to get sober? And he was just like, you do. And I was like, okay. And then I just,
Whatever works.
yeah.
Except you're still doing mushrooms here and there.
Yeah, well, just gotta talk to God sometimes. Gotta keep the channels open.
Yeah, it is it is a strange thing, and it's weird, especially to talk about in real life, in comedy and all that stuff, because it makes no sense at all.
Right? Yeah,
it makes no fucking sense.
I feel like a fucking retard being like, yeah, I talked to God.
You feel like an asshole,
Yeah.
but also like,
It's like I don't know.
yeah, also like I don't, yeah, it was for me, it was like one of the most vivid experiences of my life.
Yeah.
And it literally like completely changed my life. And yeah, you don't know what to do with that information
Yeah, I know,
after.
same,
Like,
yeah,
do I got to
very
become
real,
like proselytized? Am I going to door now?
I've never had this.
Yeah, well, that's why you're still all fucked up.
Yeah.
That's why you're still gay.
Yeah, that would help.
You haven't had that God experience.
That really would help. Yeah. I was thinking, there's these camps I've been hearing about that I could go to.
Oh yeah,
Like a little summer camp.
I just saw a TikTok where a guy voluntarily went to one of those.
Oh boy.
Yeah, because he was sick and tired of being fucking gay.
I bet.
He was like,
Sign me up.
he was like a devout Christian, and he was like, I don't want to. This just doesn't align with my Christianity, and that's the most important thing in my life. And he like answered all these questions about it. He was very like intelligent. I don't know.
Just gay.
Also still gay. But then at the end, he's talking to all these like woke, like it was a black girl with purple hair, that kind of people.
Uh-huh.
And then, a gay dude or whatever. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. It was a morality thing for me. I just didn't feel good when I did it. And so I went to this thing and they like kind of taught me how to, deal with that and blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, they were like, so what now? He's like, well, now I consider myself gay because I fuck guys still.
It didn't work at all.
This is a 10-minute YouTube video. What the fuck was the point of this?
Turns out you can't turn that off.
You know what's stronger than God is cock. Fiending for cock is stronger than the Lord.
Yeah, once you open up the pipes.
When you got sober, you never had any kind of mystical thing? No. It's promised in one of these secretive programs?
I had like a awakening of some sort, but not like I didn't talk to God.
What was the awakening?
Just like the massive amount of freedom I felt after making a certain amends. And it just like felt like, oh,
Felt better.
this makes sense.
But you never
it like
felt like
clicked in my brain that everything works.
Well, what it was for me was like I felt a connection to other people, like a very strong connection to people, and I never had before.
Okay.
You never had that?
No.
I
I don't even have a connection to you, honestly.
No, I believe that.
I would.
Maybe you're a sociopath. You ever think of that?
Yeah, maybe God just doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
All right.
He left you on red, dog.
I don't know what to do with that. I'm gonna die eventually. He's gonna have to talk to me.
He just keeps looking over your head.
down.
Like, God, you're gonna have to talk to me one of these days.
It just keeps pretending he's on the phone.
You can't ignore me
I'll
forever.
get to Rich.
I'm gonna be at the gate.
He's in a meeting right now.
I'll wait. My entire eternity is just sitting in the waiting room for God.
I think it's called purgatory. I think that's the definition
Yeah,
of purgatory.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So God exists. We figured that out.
Yeah, this is proven now.
Turns out God exists.
Any other crazy shit you've been up to, Dan?
Yeah, I had a weird 8th step thing with it was so weird because I was like going through the list or whatever, and I had this ex-girlfriend that I hadn't spoken to in years.
Yeah.
And then she was like next on the thing, and I was like, all right, I'm going to start drafting a thing to her today. And then she just followed me on Instagram.
It always happens.
It was so strange.
Yeah. There's, when you do these sobriety things, they're like, there's no such thing as coincidences.
Yeah.
And you hear all that, and it's like, that's stupid. But then weird shit happens.
Yeah, it was insane. I hadn't spoken to her in a long. We had a very bad breakup, and like,
It was Amber Heard, right?
yeah, it was,
Wouldn't that be funny if we
shit on
found
my bed.
Before Johnny Depp, she was dating Dan. And Dan
Like,
left
she was
her.
always cool with me.
Yeah, there was never any problem.
We got along.
Broke up amicably.
Yeah.
I actually am going to correct myself. I did recently see evidence of God, and that was the simulation problem that I saw the other day.
Oh,
Dude,
that's just a story.
No. You
Nah.
didn't see it.
I didn't.
He went to pick me up. We were going to go hiking, and I'm walking to his car, and there's a dude, short and scrawny, like a grayish black beard, walking a little dog. I look across the street. The exact same person in a different set of clothes was walking a different little dog. No, they were exactly the same person. It was fucking crazy. And I'm like, I couldn't get over it. It was a fucking error in the Matrix, dude. It was fucking wild.
I don't know if that's evidence of God or the complete absence of one.
It was so weird. They were exactly the same.
You know what scares me is how convinced, like without question, that Elon Musk is that we're in a simulation. Like that
Most scientists that think about that.
he believes that 100%.
Because if you can, then you are.
That's terrifying.
If it can't exist, it does.
Did you
Which
see
is,
the
yeah,
fucking the
terrifying.
Twitter executive that Project Veritas caught like making fun of him, calling him a retard, basically?
No.
Yeah, hopefully
guy-
he gets promoted, free speech and all.
They took this.
I want that guy. He's on the board. The company is just people talking shit at Elon after that.
Yeah, they're all one-upping each other.
I think you're a bitch. You're up. Get in there. Come on.
They had some like undercover gay guy go and like take this Twitter executive out on a gay date.
What, really?
Yeah, and the guy is just like, Elon is like autistic, so he's special needs, and it's like if you're special needs, like I don't have to listen to you. It's like so fucked up, yeah. And he's just like, we're not like about free speech. We're not a free speech platform. Like we don't. That's not our thing. And it's like so crazy.
Isn't it so fucking nuts that now that's been co-opted that the word free speech is a bad thing?
Yeah, right.
It's a
terrifying.
bad thing. Like
it's
when people
so
That is weird.
terrifying.
Oh, you're a free speecher. Like it's like a conspiracy theory now.
Or both sides. You're both sidesing. It's like, yeah, I'm listening to fucking two different arguments and trying to make sense of them.
God. Undercover gay guy. That sounds like a new TLC reality show.
Welcome to Undercover Gay.
It's just a
He's
guy.
the boss of all gays.
He's just banging
just-
dudes.
He's just at when he's at the
boss
glory
of
hole with everybody else. Like, so how do you like it here? You like working here? What do you think about your managers? Fucking deep throating dick. Undercover gay on our next Undercover Gay.
I'd watch that.
Hell yeah, dude.
Or would it be a gay guy in a straight situation, just seeing who will fuck him?
Oh, maybe that.
Just seeing what straight guy you can trick. Because we trick.
You guys love tricking.
Yeah,
That's your
we're
favorite thing.
tricksters.
There's nothing hotter for a gay dude than them banging a straight dude. I don't know what that's about, you know?
Dude, my favorite. Who's the guy that killed his wife and daughters? Chris Watts. There's like there's a bunch of
There's a lot of guys that did that.
he's a dude in Colorado, and he's like he's just like a regular like middle class guy, and he fucking just murdered his wife and daughters. But there's like all this videotape
Yeah,
of
I
it.
saw that.
She's got like mommy vlogs and like home videos, and there's like police body cam. All of his neighbors have Ring cameras and stuff, so they like caught him because they saw him like pulling in and out of his garage, like disposing the bodies or whatever. But there's like so much videotape of the interrogations. There's like 5 different documentaries, but only one of them has this one police interview with this little gay kid. And he goes to the police and he's like, I just thought you guys would want to talk to me. That guy that's been on the news, I used to suck his cock. And they're like, does this have anything to do with the murders? And he's like, I don't think so.
I just really wanted it out there.
And they're like, so you don't know anything about the murders? He's like, I just thought you.
Well, we got a motive, I'd say. We have motive. Kill his fucking family. Let him be with that little boy that I love so much.
I told him he had to get rid of his family to see me.
I mean, I put him up to it or whatever.
That's amazing. Yeah, that was the guy that like had the news over to his house, and he was like, like I don't know what happened. I came over. Yeah, right.
Yeah. He said she was like missing and stuff, and he's like, oh, we got in an argument, but like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Did they find out why he did it?
No, I don't think he ever like
Bitches.
He like did what's it, elocution, whatever, like where you like admit to your crime, but I don't think he ever said a motive.
Huh. Well, you could guess.
Yeah.
You could take
Sure.
two.
He wants to get fucking
couple.
blowjobs from little gay boys.
That
in
is
the
why.
neighborhood.
I suppose that's why.
It's just so good because the cops get so mad at the guy. They're just fucking wasting their time. It has nothing to do with anything.
Hey guys, I got some big information. You might want to. Do you have
real
something to write this? You have something-
Is this
write this
important?
down, fellas.
No, but it's the dish. Sit back and listen. Honey. Get your tea, boys, because we're fucking deep diving.
Just like I did on Chris Watts the other day.
That's funny.
Fuck.
Shit, dude. I hope I never murder my wife and child.
I can see that for you.
I can see it happening.
Yeah, that's totally.
No, I
that's
can
in
see
the realm of
I
possible.
can see it happen.
If it can, it will. It's like I was saying with the simulation.
Yeah. I remember when I was dating the girl that I moved out here with, and we were fighting all the time. We were stuck in this 1-bedroom apartment, and I was just I would wake up furious.
Just wake up mad.
Angry all the time. And she would be talking or whatever, and then I would just go, and I'd go outside and close the sliding glass door and just swear out loud. And there's like a bunch of Mexican families, and they would just walk by like looking at me, and I was like, fucking bitch ass fucking. I think I'm a psycho. She was also bad, but you know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I had one of those. We were like living in a fucking studio together, and I was just like, "Oh, just kill me!" Like I started smoking again just so I could go outside.
It's real tough. There's nothing worse when you're like on top of each other and fighting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
She
totally.
was just not good.
I was the asshole in mine, so I didn't. I was the one where the person
The other
was
person
like,
is
trying
like,
to get
"No,
the
you
fuck away
weren't.
from me.
You
Yeah,
were
yeah.
a cool guy on drugs. That lady sucked. That girl was a fucking bitch.
I was using drugs literally every day and lying to her face about it while I'm nodding out on the couch. There's no way she didn't know.
Yeah, I
and
always like
hate
that
me.
drug addicts are like, how did you know after?
Yeah. You were
I can't
always
believe you
asleep.
knew. Yeah. What do you mean?
Fuck. Yeah.
So are you staying in Austin?
Yeah. I just rented a house,
Okay.
like a nice 3-bedroom house.
This is less exciting.
Yeah, right.
Did anything weird happen there? You do anything crazy? You know? Yeah.
Blowjobs.
Oh, okay.
Gay guys.
We're back.
And we're back in it.
Blowjob from a gay retarded guy. So I can live down the street.
You can't run out of stories now, Dan.
Yeah, I know.
You're gonna have to keep doing crazy shit just for a yearly podcast with us.
Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking relapse and then come
That's
back.
more stuff for Robin Rich.
Fuck. Podcast no one listens to. I got to destroy my life. Damn it. He's a showman. You can say that about it. He is a showman.
Commit to the bit.
Is it like reasonably affordable for a 3-bedroom
Yeah,
house
it's
there?
$2,000.
Fuck. For a 3-bedroom house.
Yeah.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like almost what I was paying for my fucking apartment, my 1-bedroom apartment
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
And that was like a COVID discount fucking price. Like,
Also, why do you have a 3-bedroom house? What are you doing with 3 bedrooms?
He's got plans.
I was looking at a 2-bedroom, and then it was like kind of run down, and then for like $200 more, I got this other place. So it's just,
Wow.
I don't care about the third. Like, I'll just have a guest bedroom, and then people
Sure.
can fucking crash or
Yeah,
whatever.
I would have a shadow boxing room.
Yeah, I'm gonna build like a nice gym in the garage.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you could have just like one entire chemistry area for all the
Yeah.
different drugs you're going to extract.
Experiments.
It's just a full evil scientist laboratory.
I really like. I think you could make a lot of money if I got good at making that extract, like because I was paying $25 a fucking thing for like a little fucking thing. That,
yeah.
probably costs $1 to make.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a racket.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird when you're addicted to drugs and the goal is to get drugs. You become so industrious and
absolutely.
like
Oh yeah.
driven. You're so driven, and you become like you're willing to learn and like do whatever it takes to get drugs. But then that all disappears when you get sober,
Dude.
I don't feel that way about anything else.
Dude, when I was in Chicago with our mutual friend who was like sleeping on my couch after my girlfriend left me for using drugs behind her back. Anyways, our heroin dealer disappeared. So we were desperate and we looked online at like how to extract from like poppy plants.
Oh, yeah.
Which you could buy like ornamental poppy plants online. It doesn't work. But you would just spend all day every day trying to make fucking
botanist.
heroin extraction. I'd go to school and he'd just stay at home and just cooking up fake heroin.
Even weed guys, they like know so much about like you know the
weed guys.
different UVs and dirt, soil, pH.
Dorks,
Your
bunch
brother,
of dorks.
your brother had like a grow thing. It was very funny actually, and it was like he's I got this whole grow, blah blah blah, and it was this huge device with like lights, and there was like a fucking generator, and it was like had like flaps. It was all portioned off. It was like 10 by 10, and then we opened the thing, and there was just one little tiny bud in it, like coming out like one little weed sticking out.
What's funny though is because he had just harvested it or whatever. Because he sent me a picture of it. It was fucking insane, but he trolled us real good.
Monty Python sketch. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
How long are you in town for?
Till Friday
Nice.
or Saturday, I guess now. Yeah.
You got any shows while you're here?
No, I just did the pre-show, the roast battle last night.
How'd it go?
Good. I mean, it was kind of just a light crowd.
Even the roast battle has a late crowd?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah, about 12 people in the audience.
Ooh.
Who'd you roast?
No, I didn't roast anyone.
Oh,
I
you
just did
didn't?
There's
I
like
just did
stand-up before.
Oh, gotcha.
Or
Yeah, the battles were so bad.
about
I
to
left
say.
like in the middle. They were fucking. Because
Really?
I mean, the show is like 5 years past its prime.
yeah,
Like,
that used to be. I remember when I first went. It was like 2015, maybe.
Packed. That room was fucking
It was.
packed.
I was doing these
God.
boring, awful open mics, like thinking about killing myself, and then I went there and I was like, "This is the hottest show in town by far."
Yeah.
people are having so much fun, like jumping off the ceiling, like it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That sucks that went away.
Yeah, it was insane. Yeah, and I got to do that shit when I was like 4 months into comedy. It was
Really?
just like fucking insane.
Do they still have like guest celebrity judges, or no? Nobody even goes.
Like fucking not. I mean, there's like Jeff Ross was there last night, and
He's just still there.
yeah, and what's his name? I forget the other guy's name, Benji Aflalo, and then it was Nicole Buchanan and Pat Barker and Sarah Keller.
But no big roasters are still doing it. Like none of those guys.
No, nobody's really battling anymore unless it's like a special event. And then like when it's like a special event, they'll get like some of us old school people, and it like really annoys the new people who suck. It's like, there's like people who just do it like every fucking 2 or 3 weeks now that are just fucking dog shit. But like it's a show that you can just text someone and be like, hey, I'll do this, and you're providing them content, so they'll put you on or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember my buddy did it once, and he was like, "Can you help me write jokes?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I helped him write jokes for it. It was like the day before, and we wrote one joke, and I was like, "That's gonna get a laugh. That's a funny joke, dude. If they don't laugh, fuck them." And then he went on stage and got annihilated. That joke did the worst. I went up to him after, and I was like, "Hey, buddy, you did all right." He's like, "No, I didn't, you asshole."
That is interesting how that show works. It's kind of like Kill Tony too, where like they benefit from people being bad.
Yeah.
No, that
it's-
show sucks if it's bad. It's not the same. You know what I mean? Like the
Well, if they're
overall
both
show,
bad,
If
yeah,
they're both
like
bad,
then it's
really
terrible.
If
boring.
one's bad and just gets destroyed.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
person getting
Content.
destroyed is
sure.
great, or two people that are really good.
Really
is
good
great,
is
but-
good.
Yeah,
on that
well,
one.
of course.
Or if it's like if the judges are good, if it's like Tony and Mike Lawrence and Jeff and stuff, and the two people suck, but they're getting the shit roasted out of them, then it's funny.
Yeah.
But like the ones last night were just fucking awful. For the first three that I saw, or the third one I saw was good, but.
You got anything you want to promote or talk about?
Gay sex.
Where can they find that?
Just on the internet, basically. Or just walk up to people at the mall and just ask them.
Sweet.
Little boys in neighborhoods.
Yeah.
Okay, well, follow us, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. What's your Instagram, Dan?
The Dan K. Nolan. It looks like it says the Dank Nolan. But
Hell yeah.
My name is Dan K. Nolan.
What's
What?
K stand for?
I always thought that was intentional.
No.
It was the Dank Nolan this whole time.
I didn't even notice. What does the K stand for?
Kevin.
That name sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
That's pretty gay,
Fucking
dude.
Uncle Kevin sucks, too. I don't like that guy. Fuck you, Uncle Kevin.
We can go out on one note. It's fuck you, Uncle Kevin.
Yeah.
All right, we're done. We'll be back next week.
Thanks for
Thank you,
listening.
guys. Bye.